हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम लोग पढ़ेंगे वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द एसे कल्चर एंड एनार्की रिटन बाय मैथ्यू अर्नोल्ड। इस एसे में उन्होंने क्या क्या लिखा है, व्हाट आर हिज की पॉइंट्स रिटन इन दिस एसे। सो लेट्स चेक आउट। एंड द पीरियड ऑफ मैथ्यू अर्नोल्ड इज बिटवीन द 1822 to 1888. तो लेट्स चेक आउट फॉर द पॉइंट्स। मैथ्यू अर्नोल्ड जो थे 24 दिसंबर 1822 को बॉर्न हुए थे एंड ही डाइड ऑन 15 अप्रैल एंड ही वाज अ ब्रिटिश पोएट and a cultural critic who worked as an inspector of schools as well, and he is a well-known figure of Victorian age. Matthew Arnold has been characterized as a sage writer, a type of writer who chases and instruct the reader on contemporary literature. So, his literary career in 1852, he publishes his second volume of poems, Empedocles on Etna and Other Poems, and in 1853 he published poem A New Edition, a selection from the two earlier volumes, famously excluding Empedocles on Etna but adding new poems, Sohrab and Rustam, and in the Scholar Gypsy and the scholarship. And in 1854 poem second series appeared, and it is also a selection but it included a new poem, Baldaded. So he worked as a literary critic, and he work began with the in 1853 in on the work of preface to the poem, and in it he attempt to explain his extreme act of self censorship. He discusses serious subject matters like morality and religion in his works, and he remained pessimistic in age due to the conflict between the religion and the science during that period. Arnold's career as a prose writer divided into three phases: early criticism and prolonged middle period, and return to literary criticism. So in early criticism begin with his preface to the in the 1853 edition of his poems, and end with the first series of essay in criticism in 1865, and a prolonged middle period overlapping the first and the third phases, characterized by various social, political and religious writing roughly in 1860 to 1875 during that period, and a return to literary criticism with the selecting and editing of collection of Wordsworth and Byron's poetry, and the second series of essay in criticism. And he died suddenly in 1888 while walking with his wife to catch tram and meet his daughter, and who was arriving from boat from the USA. So let's get on into his work, Culture and Anarchy. Culture and Anarchy is a notorious philosophical work written and celebrated by Matthew Arnold. This essay was first published in the Cornell magazine during 1867 and 68, and its full name is Culture and Anarchy: An Essay in Political and Social Criticism. This essay includes many chapter like chapter 1 Sweetness and Light, chapter 2 Doing as Do One Like, chapter 3 Barbarians, Palestines and Populace, and chapter 4 Hebraism and Hellenism. These are the some key points which he has mentioned in his chapters. So, Arnold view on culture, according to his view, he say that culture is the study of perfection. Culture is a process, means it is always going on, and also it is not static, but it is changeable. It is a study of social and moral perfection. And Arnold says that the cultural is internal thing. As power of gods remain within, similarly culture also remains within. He classified English society into three layers: barbarians, Philistines, and populace. Barbarians were aristocrats, Philistine middle class, and populace were working class. And he quote that rich become rich and poor become poor. And this is common thing for all classes, like barbarians were free-minded, liberty, rich, fashionable, free to live, thinking, high thinking, and looking good, more civilized. These are aristocrats. Philistines are middle class. They are money maker, commercial, they have idea about business. They are industrialist, and they have key points in team meeting. And populace were hard worker, narrow minded, and they have bad activities, like in general population poverty, and they live in slum area. They have follow orthodoxy and they have firmness, but there are some basic key point and basic character they all are included, like love, feeling, respect, desire, dreams and happiness. He has mentioned that these things are occur in each and every aspect of crowd. He has also mentioned Hebraism on Hellenism. Hebraism is the spirit of thought, spirit of Bible, and mostly people are narrow-minded, religious, and they thought only of God and follow biblical idea. While as Hellenism, they are mind-speaking people, and they are mostly Greek. They are open-minded. They have knowledge, and they thought with the practical knowledge, and they follow the Platonic ideas. And Hellenism came emphasis on knowing the things. What do you know about the certain things? And Hebraism put weightage on doing the thing, on Platonic weight and doing certain things in their lives. Hellenism and Hebraism are both directly connected to the human lives of human beings, but Hellenism keeps emphasizing on knowing the knowledge, whereas Hebraism fastens its faith in doing the work. He talked about the great idea to know and great energy to act. Both are most potent forces, and they should be in the harmony by the light of reason. So they are called Hebraism and Hellenism. The supreme idea with Hellenism of Greek spirit is to see things as they really are, and the supreme idea of Hebraism, the spirit of Bible, is conducted through obedience. And they point out that the Greek philosophy considered that body and its desire are weakness to right thinking, whereas Hebraism considered that body and its desire are an obstacle to right things. So in Anarchy, he means the utopian societies of individual who enjoy complete freedom without government. The term anarchy refers to society without a publicly enforced government or violently enforced political authority. When we use in this sense, anarchy may not be intended to imply political disorder or lawlessness. And all in this chapter, he talks of one of the freedom, and this freedom is sung very much by Englishmen, but yet they never thought about the end of such freedom for which is to be desired. And not accept the idea of personal freedom, but he tells about the complete freedom. So the conclusion of this essay, Matthew Arnold characterized six different terms such as culture, anarchy, sweetness, light Hellenism, Hebraism. So with the help of these different terms, he has described his view on culture, in which he also say that culture and anarchy both are different things. And the last he also explained the different terms Hellenism and Hebraism. So I hope you like this video. I have mentioned the key points and important points written in the essay Culture and Anarchy and what and all want to discuss in this essay. I hope you like this video and I hope you understand what are his key points, and please like, share and subscribe to my video for further videos and recommendations. Thank you.